Hi, I'm Lynn Sill with the OCD and Anxiety Treatment Center, and I wanted to introduce you to my daughters.
I'm Tegan. And I'm Addie.
And we wanted to introduce a new segment to you. Last night I had these girls come up into my room and we just started talking about everything that has been happening over the last few weeks and even last few months in the world. And we recognize that there has been a lot of things, and I can't even describe how many emails I've got, how many different communication I've got, both from my daughters and from the world in general, about fear and uncertainty. And I think those lead to a lot of emotions. We can describe that as anxiety or nervousness. I would also say as depression. And so I had my daughters come up yesterday into my bedroom and they started talking about things that they have experienced, whether that is Addie in college, and for the first time she is living in a dorm and she gets told that they are closing down her college and that everyone's moving out of the dorm earlier than they expected. Or whether that's Tegan playing soccer and her entire season is canceled. And so we started talking about this, and we started talking about how that is affecting anxiety and how the rest of the world is starting to experience fear and anxiety that people in my clinic have been experiencing their whole life. And I thought to myself, man, this would be a beautiful opportunity to help people understand what anxiety is, what they can do about this fear and uncertainty that they're experiencing. And so I thought, as I'm teaching my daughters how to manage and cope with this fear and anxiety that they're experiencing, I might as well also help all of you cope with this and learn and become an expert. And so this is what the segment is going to be called, is Become an Expert. And so I guess I'm going to consider myself the expert, and we will move forward with that.
So you say that you're an expert, but what actually does make you the expert?
Spoken like a true daughter. What makes me the expert? I think that first and foremost, I have been doing this a long time. My journey started back in 1999 when I was a line staff in a residential treatment center, and I noticed right away that I gravitated to the cute kiddos with anxiety-based disorders. All the way back then, I had no idea why I gravitated to the kids with anxiety-based disorders. But fast forward to right now, and what I'm gonna say next, girls, is going to frustrate you just a little bit and probably frustrate all of you as well. But I absolutely love these diagnoses. I love anxiety, I love OCD, and more important, I love the treatment. I think it is so amazing to be able to treat these diagnoses and treat the fear and uncertainty that we're talking about. And more important, than just loving these, I really know it. I have traveled all over the country to specialize in these diagnoses. I have gone to the Behavioral Therapy Training Institute. I've gone to the Advanced Behavioral Therapy Training Institute, which specialized in comorbid disorders such as excoriation disorder or trichotillomania, and those are OC spectrum disorders. And here I go, starting to say words that maybe we will talk about in later segments, but that we don't have a full understanding of yet. But this is what I'm talking about. It's important to be the expert, and so we're going to gain an understanding, right, ladies?
Yes.
Right. Okay. All right. So if you want to know more, and if you're someone that is at home and starting to feel some of the effects of what's going on in the world today, or has been feeling these effects for a long time, but it might be increased by the social isolation, or coronavirus itself, or just walking outside, because we know that sometimes it takes very little to increase fear and uncertainty and anxiety. So stay with us. Tune into future segments and become an expert.
Bye.